Hi guys, welcome to the live. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. Okay, I want to talk about something. It's showing as upcoming right now. Okay, so welcome to the live. If you're just joining us, welcome to the live. If you're just joining us. Okay, I think it's working well. Hooray! It is working. Hooray! It is working. Thank you. Okay, so if you're joining us, welcome. This is Talk Session TV, and I go by the name Popsy. That's my name. All right, now I want to talk about something. The news, the headline says, um, why adults are unhappy. We want to talk heart to heart. We want to talk about this heart to heart. We want to share a little bit of ideas on it. Sorry, let me mute this one. Beg your pardon. Okay, I was just going to test if this works with my voice in because I was having an issue with it. Okay, so why adults are unhappy? We'll talk about it. Why adults are unhappy. Let's talk about it. Why do we have unhappy adults? And in this discussion, I want us to personalize some of the things we'll be talking about. Personalizing in the sense that um, I want us to put this in our hearts, be able to share some of this as personal experiences. If you have any questions you want to ask, you can always ask me, and I'll be here to answer if I can and talk to you in the best way I can. The key thing here is for us to be able to enjoy what we do. Why are adults unhappy? Welcome in if you're just joining the live. And we want to share very interactive sessions at the end of the year. Um, most of us are celebrating with our families and all that. But deep down, ask yourself, are you really happy? Are you really happy? Now, let's talk about some of the reasons why adults are unhappy, why they are unhappy. Now, some of the common reasons as to why adults are unhappy. Number one, career and finance. Welcome in if you're just joining in. Thank you so much. Welcome in. As I said, if you have questions, you can always ask. I'm going to answer your questions in the comment section. Now, one of the reasons why adults are unhappy, one of it is the area of career and finances. Now, the adult world comes with a new unveiling. Sometimes some people are not ready for this unveiling. The careers and finances, the responsibilities that come with this, career can create for us to be unhappy. Thank you for liking the live. It can create for us to be unhappy. I've heard people say or talk about the times they didn't have their jobs. I've had people talk about the times where they had financial constraints. I've had people talk about the times they were feeling trapped. Let me share my story with you. I used to teach for a while. I used to be a very good teacher. And when I used to teach, I taught for 11 years in one school for 11 years. For some of us who have been stuck with certain jobs, certain careers, who would know about this, and it is very relatable. When I was teaching, I grew in ranks. I started growing in rank. From a small class I was teaching to a much higher class. Some of the students I had taught left for the university. I was teaching a secondary school and a primary school. Some of them left for the university and would always come to pay homage. You know what it is now? They come and they pay homage to the school, to the teachers. And I was a founded teacher. They loved me as a teacher. So when they came and they left, I would always feel like Is this all there is to working? I'm going to try to talk about the reasons why people as adults are unhappy, being stuck up in your workplace. Now, I would always watch and be like, what's the next step for me from this school? And the funny thing is this, right? I was afraid of taking this step, leaving my workplace for somewhere else. Truth is, at that time, one could get easily attached to children. One could get emotionally attached to children. So I wasn't gonna leave the children, the ones I was seeing, for something else. I thought it was all there is. So some of us as adults are caught up in a situation where we feel trapped, maybe by a relationship. We're trapped in our choices, our careers, financially trapped. So it is one reason why adults are unhappy. So, and in this case, we talk about why people do the jobs they do, not because they are happy. They're not doing the job because they're happy. I'm trying to talk about reasons why adults are unhappy. And I was trying to share my experience as a teacher, all right, Sophia. And I was saying that the reason why adults can be unhappy, one of the reasons is unfulfilling jobs. When you stay in a job position for a long time and you feel so, uh, I can't be here. What can I do next? What's the next plan for me? All right, as one of them, I said financial strains as a reason why adults can be unhappy. And I talked about feeling trapped, and I was sharing my story about how I was a teacher, and while teaching, I felt trapped. I felt I was trapped in the school and all that. Now, next is this as to why adults can be unhappy relationship. Now, if you have ever been in a toxic relationship, you would understand how unbearing it can be. There are some of us in this life that have had to share or experience certain toxic relationships. There are some of us who have actually had really bad relationship that when we begin to share, it makes us even hate people. Like we don't want to be around the opposite sex. Today we're talking about the gender wars, mostly in some African parts. We talk about the gender wars, not because the other gender is bad, but because of our experiences about this other person, this one person, these two, three people. Now, so relationship can have an effect as to why we are unhappy as adults. Now, I learned that the little things we do count. The little how are you, the little things you do to people count. And as we begin to age as adults, we find out that it's not just the big things, not the big cars, not the big house. Those things are okay, they are good. But those things are not the things that count as much. The little things, the little impressions are what counts as an adult. So why are we unhappy sometimes? Toxic partnership, toxic relationship. The feeling of loneliness can make you as an adult to be unhappy. Mostly women, and I share this with a lot of women. You don't know, you begin to, you see some women who are in their 20s, who are in their 30s, and then they look 50. Why? One man. Look at some men who are having BP, high BP. Why? One person. That's the reason I would always tell people when you're going into a relationship, when you're going into a marriage, make sure that you're choosing rightly. Make sure that you're making the right choice because it will contribute to your health. So, toxic relationship, sometimes it's not just about the person you're choosing, sometimes it's your family, it's your immediate family. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Sophia. We're going to talk about it. What are the things you experience, Sophia, in your school that you get bullied? Can we talk about it, please? So back to what we're saying. Can you write about it, please? So we're talking about family. Some people in their family feel okay. Let's talk about it, Sophia, please. Can you write what is the situation about your school? What is the challenge and all that? Now, and I'm going to answer your questions if you have anyone. Um, as I was saying, all right, I beg your pardon. So there are people that their families are the reasons why they are unhappy. Let me tell you a story. And this story is one of the stories that we have everywhere, mostly for Africans. Now, someone travels out of Nigeria. A young guy travels out of Nigeria. When he travels, he sends his family money and then he tells them, build me a house. While he is out of the country, he says, build me a house from the legit work I do and the proceeds I make. Build me a house. Okay? They, I beg your pardon, I'm going to be cutting a bit into the stories. And this is because I want to have to tackle a story, a situation here. So I live, this is Sophia saying, I live in Gravenia. I hope I pronounced that rightly. And I don't know how to speak a Greek. And they be like, you're ugly. I feel like I'm lonely. Now I'm going to be talking about the lonely part also, right? Now, I like that you said, I feel like I am lonely. Reasons why people are unhappy, the feeling of loneliness. Let's deal with that much more. I always tell people, please listen to this carefully. I always tell people, people are the way they are because that is who they are. Maybe their societal upbringing, family upbringing, and all that. What they do to you is not because of what you have done, it is because of who they are. If they bully you, it's because of who they are, not what you have done. This is first the resolution that will put your mind right. I'm trying to develop into it, right? So, I am a bad person, for example. What I do to you is not because of what you have done to me, it's because of who I am as a person. One. Now, the thing is this, the problem becomes when we start to believe that because we did this to this person, that's the reason why they are treating me this way. No, they are bad because they are bad. Number one. Number two, every bully wants to do one thing to you, to put you down. Everyone who is, you know, trying to ride over you wants to do something to you, put you down. Why is this so in most of the cases? Go and check online, it's online, the psychological part to it. The reasons why bullies bully most of the time is because they see you better. The reason why you see them treat you the way they treat you is because they see you better. There is a statistics that shows that people see you, I think, certain percent of time better than you see yourself. So you can see yourself as ugly, and people will tell you and swear on it that you look beautiful. People can see you and tell you you look wonderful. I hope you're there, Sophia. I hope I'm talking to Sophia. She's there. I hope you're there, Sophia. Now, people can see you and tell you you better, but you don't see yourself that way because people see you better than you see yourself. So I've established two facts or three facts. Number one, bullies would always want to put you down because they know, oh, thank you. Okay, because they know that you're better than them. And people see you better than you see yourself. Know this for a fact. So, what is there to do? One of the things you have to do right now is to start standing up for yourself. You see that person who treats you anyhow, he isn't better than you. What they are doing is working against your esteem for the future. You can find yourself finishing school, all right, getting to graduate from school, and not being able to defend what you graduated from or what you studied. Why is this so? Because they are trying to work on your ego, your esteem. Why is this so? Because they know you are better than them. So, next is this. Anybody, as an educated person, I'm going to share this with you. Anybody who tries to navigate your happiness or sadness, that is, the person tries to make you either happy or sad, has at least 80% of your life in his palm, because the person can tweak whatever it is they want you to feel at any time. If they want you to feel sad, they can tweak it. They want you to feel happy, they can tweak it. So, what should you do? You must first off know that you're better. Number one, know that you're better. Number two, you must choose to be happy. It is only in your happiness that you find positivity. That's the reason why you cannot see things better than your mind sees it. You must choose to be happy. In being happy, you can now defend your happiness. So you must choose to be happy. You must see yourself better, and then you must defend yourself. The ability to grow, to conquer that thing where you can defend yourself, is a new height of confidence. You don't want to be the next mediocre in the society. You don't want to be the next mediocre who knows that you can do a lot of things, but what rings in your head is what someone says to you. Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, when I was in, I think should have been in secondary school, what you call college, right? In my neighborhood, someone said something to me, and it got stuck in my head till I grew up around 28, 29 years. And what did the person say to me? It's my neighborhood friend, all right? So the father bought a bicycle for the person. Then bicycle was raining, right? So the person got a bicycle. And when the person got a bicycle, I said, "Oh wow, I love your bicycle. My dad is gonna get me a bicycle soon." And the person told me, "Your dad cannot get you a bicycle." So what do you mean by wait in Albenja? I don't understand what I mean. Now, the person told me, "Your dad can never get you a bicycle." I got, it got into me so much that it rang in my brain. It rang in my brain for a long time till I grew. So every time, the person also told me, "Your dad is poor and can't buy you a bicycle." I felt so bad till I grew up. So every time I'm in a place where there are the rich people or the people who are financially okay, I felt I didn't belong there. Every time I come across people who are doing well, I feel they are going to be unjust to the poor, so I avoid them. So I went to work with a rich man, and the wife also spoke to me in a way. What was always ringing in my head was what was said to me years back. I was able to conquer that, and I grew. So what is it about? You must learn to conquer that thing they say to you. You must stand to defend yourself, your emotion. Don't forget, you are better than what they say you are. You are better, you are bigger, you are stronger, you are finer, you're more beautiful, you're more intelligent than they say you are. So what they want to do is so people say this, people try to kill, people try to, bring down what they cannot get to. So there's someone here and say, "Oh, this one is here. Uh, maybe he did something wrong to be here." So they always want to bring that thing down. So bring your confidence back. Bring your confidence back. I hope you're there, Sophia. So let's continue talking about what we're saying. Reasons why adults are unhappy. So I said family strain. Now, someone travels out of Nigeria or out of the country and then sends money to the country, sends money to the family members to help him build maybe an empire or a business. And the family, he stays there for 15 years, 20 years, 50 years, thinking that his family are helping him build something that he can come back to and fall back to. But when he comes back, he finds out that the family members have sold everything. They have spent the money he sent for something good. Albania. Oh, yeah, I know about Albania. I know about Albania. So, what's it about Albania? Sorry, I'm trying to also. What's it about? It's a country, right? It's a place, right? Now, okay. So, this person comes and finds out that the family members have sold everything. They have. No, I don't speak Albania. I don't. I just speak English. Just English. Now, they've sold everything, and that is it. Now, Your family members can contribute to your unhappiness. Your relationship shouldn't be always about copulation and all that. No, it could also be about relativity, people you relate with, your friends, your family, and all that makes up sometimes your relationship. So they can make you unhappy. They can make you, some of us, right? Mostly for adults, our greatest downfalls are the people we choose after friendship, after childhood, I mean, childhood friendship. The people we choose can be our greatest downfall. There are people who have made really wrong choices by this people we choose. Sophia, I hope to communicate with you and connect with you. I don't know how to make that happen. So we get to talk about your life and all that is concerning you. I'm actually much particular about the whole bully thing, and I wish to actually talk about it if you don't mind, and get to connect with you. Now, some of the mental factors we have as adults that can actually make us unhappy. Number one, negative thinking. You think about worry. You worry a lot about things. My life at this time, I am 25, I am 90, I am 30. This is not going on with me. What is going on with me? I want to make this happen for myself and all that. We worry a lot as adults. Christmas clothes, Christmas gifts, Christmas this and that. At this time, some of us are pressured. I want to go see my parents for Christmas. So we have negative thoughts, negative thinking. Sometimes when you see yourself being too happy, you remind yourself about the things that should make you sad. Reasons why adults are unhappy. So sometimes the reasons why you're unhappy is because you have self-inflicted that unhappiness on yourself. You have inflicted it on yourself. When you see yourself being unhappy, being happy, oh, I'm happy about this. You remind yourself, oh, what if you lose your job? Some of us even go to the extent of asking ourselves, what if I don't make it to this year? You're thinking about death. So there are a lot of us who go into different levels of worry. We think negatively. We have very unhappy, unhealthy thought pattern. Some of us can just sit down and think about the trouble and bring it out from nowhere. We are troubled in our hearts. Some of us think about the back hurts that we have had, and we begin to live it as a present, situation. So the reasons why we are unhappy, sometimes we self-inflict it on ourselves. We worry, we have negative thoughts. There are a lot of us with negative thoughts. There's some of us even asking ourselves, I hope I will cross next year. I'll get to next year, 2026. Negative thoughts. Now, another thing again, which is a problem as to why adults are unhappy, unrealistic expectation. Let's talk about this one. What is unrealistic expectation? I met a lady at 35, thereabouts, who gave me her kind of man she wanted, which was okay. But when she had other people coming to her, they were not bad. I'm going to be honest with you, these men were not bad. She refused because she wanted something. Now, it is good to be very careful to pick what you want. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it could be our downfall. Some of us have very unrealistic expectation. Back in the days when we used to be small, we would think about, say, just imagine me walking on the road right now and I pick money on the floor. That's an unrealistic expectation. So there are adults who have even way higher unrealistic expectation. In Africa, we are known to give birth even more, give birth to more children and all that. And when they ask us, how would you train this child? We say, God will train this child for us. Unrealistic expectations. Some of us give ourselves certain expectations, and imaginations that we begin to feel bad when these things are not met. Sophia, are you still there? You begin to feel very bad if these expectations are not met. If you're there, please help me tap on your screen, help me like the video so it goes even more viral. Now, this is to help people understand themselves. Why are you? It's not just about entertainment. It's not just about being on a frenzy mood. You must learn to take your life seriously. And in doing that, you cannot project what you don't see. You cannot project what you are not. Now, so next is this. Was it unhealthy thought patterns, unrealistic expectations? Next is this, which we have lack of self-awareness. I was talking to Sophia about something, and I said, people know you and see you better than you see yourself. People see you better than you see yourself. People love you. No, the appearance of who you are better than you think you are. You are better than you think you are. You are way better than you think you are. Please, this should ring in your brain. You are better. You are better than you think you are. If things are not moving well for you, declare it by words and by belief. But you are better than you think you are. You are not ugly. You are not unintelligent. You are not in any way bad. You are better than you think you are. Look at yourself in the mirror. You are better than you think you are. So what should you do? Know it. Know that you're better. Know that you're better. One of the things that makes great men is the ability to know. Now, when I used to grow up, there are features I never liked in my body. What were the features? I never liked my legs. I never liked my chest. I have quite a broad shoulder. I have quite broad shoulders, right? So I never liked my shoulders. I felt they were weird. I thought I used to have very big head, like very big head, bigger than this. So I started growing up, and I had this belief. I hated being out there talking to people. Guess what happened? As I started growing up, people started telling me, you look handsome." So when they tell me you look handsome, I would think that they meant that I had a nice haircut. This is my reality I'm sharing with you. I used to think they meant that I had really nice haircut. So what would I say? I'll say, "Oh, okay, I would make better hair next time." I would always tell them that I will make better hair next time. I would now, so I would always say that. Yes, the people believe those who have big head have big brains, but it's not on the physical. People don't think that way. What they think is you're ugly. When they say you have big head, they believe you're ugly. Now, so I used to have this belief. As I began to grow up, I started working out. Another thing again, one way to exercise your mind, work out. If it's for you to walk on the road, it's for you to jog. Take it as an exercise. I started working out for years. I am not extra bulked because I don't take those things, but it helped my confidence. If you start off today trying to help your mind build positivity, you run around, you jog, you work out, you do the press up, you do the push up, you don't want to go out, you stay in the house, and you do those things. Give yourself 2 weeks or 3 weeks at most and watch your confidence level. Your confidence level would increase so much that you will be shocked. You will be so shocked. So, fight all you can to keep your mind right. Now, next one, as we were saying, things that makes adults unhappy. Let's talk about the next one. Lack of self-awareness, I talked about it. You're not aware of yourself. Let me talk about some ladies. When I was in school teaching, I taught about body image. Do you know that people, even up to their early 50s, still worry about their body, how they look? Yes, people still worry about how they look, even in their 50s. So, look at the beautiful part of you. Harness that part. If you can work out, work out. If you can exercise, exercise, and all that. There's another thing again, which is the last one I'm going to talk about before I go, is unresolved trauma. There are some of us who are traumatized. There are some of us who have been through situations that, abuse and all that, that makes us unhappy. Some of us are unhappy because of what we have been through, either from family, either from friends, from relatives. But some of us have been unhappy. We have been treated badly by people around us. We have been treated so badly that we cannot forgive ourselves. There are some of us who people have done things to us, but we now see ourselves as the reason why they. So I said from the start that how people treat you is not because of what you have done to them, it is who they are. So unresolved trauma, as an example, could be a reason why some people are unhappy. Some people have been, slept with at younger age. Some people may have been, beaten, treated unfairly, and all that. So in doing this, please keep it down a bit. So in doing this, you can be unhappy. Now, so ending this, I'm going to say choosing to be happy is a personal choice, and you must hold yourself very strongly to that. Everything I've said to us is very practical. Change your lifestyle, reduce your social pressure, and make better life choices. This way, as an adult, you can be much happier. If you have any questions, you can ask, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're going to be seeing me much often. Thank you so much for joining. Do you have any questions? Other questions? Other questions? Okay, none. So I'm going to be off right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, you have one. Okay, let me hear. Okay. Yeah. Do you have anyone? Okay. In the absence of anyone, I'm gonna be off. Do not forget to please. Okay, thank you so much. But I hope you got the messages I spoke about. I hope it was able to an extent edify you. Every of the other processes are things you are gonna do yourself. You're gonna work it out yourself. But do not forget to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel. Subscribe if you can, share, and then we'll see you when we see you. Thank you so much.